I could not get them synced enough to where they were idle at 1,000 or 1,100 smoothly. So I went and bought a synchronizer kit. I think I paid 150 for it. It's either that one or the digital one they have. I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. For now, this is what I'm doing. I'm undoing. It's 3 of these. So it's one on this side, one down here, one right there. 3/16 to get them undone. And for the valve cover, I'm using a 6. So this is the one I bought. It's car-made. This is supposedly a good one. This one had all good reviews. There is a digital one that they had, but the reviews kind of iffy. I am gonna buy that one too, but that'll be for a different bike. Trying to give y'all some no BS type content. So there's a seal right there that I'm not gonna get out. Well, I probably am gonna get this out just for the sake of YouTube comments. For y'all, it's a 5/8 socket that I got from AutoZone. Oh, I think I just cut my hand. Hold on, let me look first before I show YouTube. Oh yeah, no blood though, not yet. So this is what my right side spark plug look like. I went up there to AutoZone trying to find a spark plug for this bike. I think I have to order special spark plugs. Wait, hold on. They say if I had the part number. Okay. 3923 is what it says. It's by Autolite. So one thing that's gonna happen, it's gonna be a little bit of oil that comes out. So you can see just a little bit. But these mosquitoes, man. God. So we at the next part. So I took off the beauty cover or fascia. It comes with 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, and the other one over there. It was kind of hard to get to with that. From here, we can check the belt. You look for cracks, etc. This looks like a really good belt, but this bike only got like 58,000 miles. So that's the bolt we gonna have to turn right there. Oh shit. I'm trying to get a better view. That's the bolt we gonna have to turn. I think they said it's a 16. This might can fit on top of there. Look at that. That's the spark plug socket. Why it's imperative to know metric and SAE. I'm gonna go to this other side. We're gonna do it from this side. This is how we're gonna tell. Bam. I'm gonna spin this clockwise, not counterclockwise, because you can loosen up the crank bolt that way. All right, I got my tripod. So this is the set I will be using. I got this from AutoZone a while back. We are going to be using this first one right here. See, it's the .006. We're also going to be using the 0.12 one, which is right here. The .006 is for intake. The .012 is for exhaust. This one is fairly tight. That one is okay. So we're gonna go ahead, dip it in the oil. The oil turns brown when it's in the air. This out. You gotta make sure you dry this off because you don't want it to walk around. So yeah, just make sure you have this dry, clear oil. Don't use no brake cleaner on this part. It looks like somebody strip this bolt out. That's what it looks like. And I hate to say that, but it looks like somebody stripped this damn bolt out. And it's gonna piss me off. I have a Drill Master tap kit. Hopefully there is one that fits this type of thread. It's really messed up that they did that and then sold it to me. Now I'm mad. Put it back on here. Will it cause any problems? Yes. They put some type of something in there. Maybe I can helicoil it, maybe not. I don't know what they put up inside this damn socket. I don't know if they put like, try to put, it's some type of glittery paste. Best thing I can do is crisscross right now. Make it as tight as possible so it can seal. And I'm gonna have to come back to it after I do a little bit more research. It ain't gonna stop it from running here, of course, but sneaky bastard, bro. What I can do. I'm really wondering what the fuck I can do, like, I don't know. Something just to make it like tight like that, you know. That'll be fine by me. It's just gonna have to be like right there. But the other ones, them ones. I thought that was weird that it wasn't tight.